Hello YouTube, JC here coming to you. It's not necessarily a review, but it's kind of my thoughts on the XM-18 3-inch. I was searching around the other day. There's a couple of knives that are on my radar, so I've been looking for them, kind of being really picky what I buy. I'm not one of those people that gets sent a lot of knives to review, or any knives to review, you know what I mean? I've just always been fascinated with knives. I've always kind of collected them. Sold a lot of them the past couple of years just so I can get the ones I want and keep the ones I want. So I was searching around the other day on Smoky Mountain Knife Works because I would say probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, or I guess it was a couple weeks ago, when the Tactile Knife Company, they released a couple of their knives, the Rockwell, to be specific, and Magna Cut, and I missed out on that. And by the time I got it, man, I had it in my cart and everything and went to pay for it, and it said items in your cart and are no longer available. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. That's happened to me several times. And even when I bought this one, I was looking at it. I'm like, man, this thing's still in the cart. Paid for it and had it. The couple of these came up, and a couple of them in the bronze. Well, it's bronze color. It's a titanium knife, but the backing is bronze. They've already colored it. And if you've seen how they do that, it's pretty interesting. I know they can do it with heat, but they use voltage basically to do it. So I've looked online. Blade HQ has a cool video on it where they take 9-volt batteries and they just took a little electrode to hook it to it. Basically, you just take it apart, clean it up real good, and put it in water and baking soda. And then you can put different voltages to it to bronze it, yellow it, blue it, whatever you want. Thinking about maybe bluing this one. Not really sure 100%, but, you know, I'm thinking about getting the blue, was it G10? Yeah, it's G10. Just making sure. So just thinking about getting the blue or the orange or something for it. So I don't know how that would go with it. I might just keep it like it is. I like it kind of like it is now, but I mean, the action of this knife is just freaking insane. And as you can see on the grip here, the camera angle is kind of screwy, but it fits my hand perfectly, even for a 3-inch blade. I mean, it's a little over 3-inch actually. When I measured it, it's yeah, just over 3, so 3 1/8 or so, something like that, maybe a little more. But the blade, of course, you know, you have the cutout for your finger there, so it's only probably 2 3/4 or something like that when you go by that. So let's see, yeah, but pretty much right at 2 3/4. But I didn't wait a while to get this knife. I wanted one like before that, but you know, like I said, man, it's one of those knives that's hard to get, and I wasn't going to go on eBay and overpay, you know, $200-300 for one. Kind of wanted one in the blue. I do like the brighter colors, but the cool thing about these knives, another reason why I'm attracted to them, you can just do so many miles with them. I mean, you can even go on his website right now, and he has a bunch of different scales. He has hardware. You can even get the titanium ones. The titanium ones are really cool, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get one of those or not, just for the simple fact that, I mean, it's already a heavy-duty knife, and I don't really think you need titanium on this, and plus they cost almost what the knife costs. I mean, they're like $200 or $300 for the titanium scales. So I'll go ahead and weigh it just to kind of show you real quick. Change the mode on its own grams. All right, so it's just at 3.3 ounces. So right at 3.3 ounces, which I don't think is bad for, you know, the size of the knife and the just the quality of it. I mean, it's definitely a heavy duty knife. This is of course, you know, they're tri-ways now. I think they're all kind of tri-ways because I guess before, I don't know what exactly they came with, but the way he's got it designed, you can use 3 different things in here. Let me show you what it comes with real quick. You got a sticker, you got these, you got this little card, which is really cool, which it tells you who actually hand assembled your knife. And of course, this is, you know, made in America, which is another plus for me. But so you get ball bearings, ceramic ball bearings. I'm assuming they're ceramic ball bearings. You get the phosphorus bronze washers, and then you get the nylon. But I'm pretty sure these little spacers are so you can take those out because it takes it a little relief for the ball bearing, so you can put the other 2 in it. I think I'm just going to keep it like it is now. I mean, it's so smooth and it's got such a nice crisp action. I mean, it's, yeah, of course I didn't do it that time. Let's see, give it another try. I'm trying to make sure it's still in camera here when I'm doing it. I need to get a camera mount or something like that for doing knife videos. I just started doing knife videos, so don't really have a setup. I'm trying to figure out exactly the best way to do a camera angle for it, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I waited a while to get this knife, and you know, it was on my radar for a while. And like I said, I wasn't just going to go on eBay and overpay for one. And it's something about the hunt too, you know, it's because like I said, I was searching around for other knives that I've lost in the past couple weeks that I didn't get. And this popped up, and I'm like, man, I can't believe a 3-inch actually popped up, because you see from time to time the standard ones, the 3.5 inches come up, but I don't know. It was just something about the 3-inch. Because for me, I don't know about you guys, and I'm a mechanic, I'm a fleet mechanic. So I'm always, I'm always just rolling around on the ground, leaning up against trucks, just basically rolling around on cardboard or on the ground. I don't like to roll around on concrete, but I don't want something that's really big and bulky in my pocket. Not just that, it's not as usable to me to have a larger knife. I mean, I'm mainly cutting zip ties, cutting wire, cutting cardboard, cutting stuff like that, cutting electrical tape. So this is perfect for that. Now, I was kind of worried about the blade, to be honest with you, the blade shape when I got it. I almost kind of wanted the regular drop point blade, but this is Wharncliffe, I think. Yeah, it's he calls it a Wharncliffe blade. So, but it's nice. It's got some nice thickness to it there up top. Some nice beef to it, but underneath, if you look at it from, let's see if I can get the camera, but it's a really slicey knife. It's not just all thick all the way down. And this thing, man, this thing is like a razor. And, this thing is going to last me the rest of my life. I mean, this is a knife that, a lot of people collect them. You have, some people have 10 of them, but, I don't think I'm really going to buy more than one. I'll probably get a standard one, the 3.5 inch, just to get it. I know it's a lot heavier than this one, but I still would carry it just because of what it is. But this knife is just so practical to me for the size of it. It fits my hand perfectly. You can see I got a little bit sticking out, and then the finger relief. I mean, it's just great on that. I mean, you can do some nice little cuts with that if you're trying to do some fine-tuned stuff. But this is really nice up here. These little cutouts he has up there, if you can see that. He even has a little bit on the blade, so you can tell this is well thought out. But yeah, I mean, this is nice just to bear down on, and you can just, get into something if you really need to, like if you're cutting a real thick zip tie or cutting across something, a stubborn box or something like that. I am really happy with the scale material. It's hard to see there, but it's actually really, really grippy. He's got little tiny like dominy type things in there where it's not just smooth, because, like I would say maybe the Deca is kind of like that. I mean, it does have little griptions on it, but this is more grippy than the Deca, and I love the Deca knives. I have multiple of those, the Benchmades, the bug outs. I have multiple bug outs because I love those so much. I have 3 Rivers Manufacturing. I have multiple Adams and the Neutron. Sorry, I couldn't think of it for a second. But yeah, knives like that, I mean, they're just fantastic knives and great quality. I have multiple of them. I mainly got multiple of the Decas because Smoky Mountain Knife Works had such a great sale on them here this holiday season. I got some extra colors. But yeah, this knife, I mean, do you really need more than one of them? Yeah, you probably don't need it, but would you use it? I mean, if you use it, yeah, absolutely. But and I see why people do have multiple knives because of this. Like I said, there's so many mods you can do to them. You can get different hardware. You can get the different scales on it. I mean, they have, he has multiple different blade shapes now. So yeah, I mean, I can see definitely why people do that, but I don't think you really need more than one. What I'll probably end up doing, I'll probably just get a different scale for it, and then that way I'll have a couple different scale colors and stuff, kind of like Three Rivers, is doing now. They only make, 4, maybe 5 knives now, I guess. I think they have 4 in the works and 1 coming up. But you can just get so many different scale options and stuff like that. So that's kind of the way they do it, to where you feel like you have a different knife. But you get sick of changing them around all the time. That's why I have multiple ones of those. And plus I do use them. They're just comfortable to carry. And this knife, I carried it today. Really comfortable, really comfortable. I mean, it looks like it's one of these knives, and I've put it in a couple of people's hands. It looks like it would be heavier than it actually is. It is titanium, and it is. I mean, it's got some nice, just brute, I don't know if you want to call it strength to it, but it just feels like a really, really nice, rugged made knife. It's just not flimsy at all. Put in a couple of people's hands today, and they're knife people. They might not be as enthusiastic about knives as I am as far as collectors go. But the guys that carry Benchmades and Kershaws and stuff to work and stuff like that, they know good quality knives and stuff. I put this in their hand, and they were like, man, this thing is just freaking awesome. They're like, this thing is one of the best knives I felt as far as putting it in your hands and as far as quality and stuff. And it really is. I mean, like I said, this is my first dealings with one, and I'm just really pleased with it. You know, the price tag is up there now. I know, you know, you can get other knives that are a lot more expensive than this. Some of that's more cosmetic stuff, I guess, than anything. But you know, there's knives out there that are $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, whatever. But for the money, I mean, it's definitely still worth it. I mean, even though this is still just a 3-inch knife, um, it's completely 100% worth it. And would I buy another one? Yes, I would. Will I? I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, it took a while for me to, you know, kind of get this one. So, and not just that, you know, for the money, I can't really afford to buy one of these every single month. I mean, this is one that's like, I'll buy this one month, and, you know, there's a couple other knives, like I said, that are on my radar that I've been looking for, that I'll probably end up getting, that are, one of them's kind of the, like I said, the Rockwall. That's like a $300 knife. So, that's going to be one of my knives that, yeah, I'll buy that one, and then maybe I'll take a month or two off, won't get anything else. I've kind of sold most of the ones I wanted to sell already, and just get ones that I'm really a fan of. And this is one that I'm definitely going to keep in my collection for a long time, if not forever. Like I said, I might do a little mod to it here or there, but you know, I'm just really happy with it. And yes, I would say it's definitely worth it. And yeah, I guess I've rambled on for long enough and said what I had to say about it. So leave your comments down below if you have one of these, and if you've ever modded titanium and stuff like that, because I like to see how it really goes. I know in the video they make it look super easy. Like I said, the Blade HQ video, they just used a couple 9-volt batteries, some water with some baking soda in the solution to anodize it. But I've never anodized aluminum. I've taken the grips and stuff, and I've colored the grips with boiling water and some of the dye, and that works really cool. But yeah, I'm not sure, because the problem is once you blue it, I don't think you can really undo that, because like I said, you can go, depending on the voltage, you can go different shades. You can go the lighter shade of yellow, the bronze, the darker bronze, the blue or purple, what have you, with the different voltages. But I think I would kind of blue it, because I saw one time I was scrolling around on Google, and somebody had blued one. I think it was kind of a special edition one, but it looked really cool. But I don't know if that would be tacky to get a blue scale and then have the blue titanium as well. So I don't know about that. But yeah, just leave your comments down below if you have a 3-inch, and if you've ever messed around with titanium before, and let me know how it turned out, because I'd be interested to see. But yeah, like I said, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end the video on that note. I've rambled on for long enough. So this is JC again with another knife review. Everybody have a good weekend.